How's it? Indian Cowboy, docsports.com, coming at you on Sunday, December 29th, as we get this video to you every day around this time. Have your free pick winner in just a second between the Atlanta Falcons versus the Washington Commanders. The Falcons are my favorite team, so I'll be happy to give you a free selection on them, and along with 4 others. I had about 16 free selections today, and I'm trying something. I put out a poll to all of you out there on our channel, and I said, would you rather have 5 free selections a day? Maybe 10, maybe 15, because we do as many as 15 to 18 every single day, but I don't want to do it if you don't find it as useful as having less, depending on how much time you have to watch the video. So then I think 66% of you came back and said that you'd rather have 5 selections a day as the free selections, and I can do that. That'll help me get the video up even earlier. So, and I might even get less sick not doing so many games for you guys. So I'll be happy to do 5 selections, and that's what today's video is going to be like. It's going to be 5 free selections, and obviously our best selections over at docsports.com under Arun Shiva. I am Arun Shiva. I am the Indian Cowboy. The Indian Cowboy's been around for 19 years. The algorithms of Indian Cowboy. Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. Been around a long time. How this works is our best selections are over at docsports.com under Arun Shiva. Our next best selections are free picks and leans, which is the video you're watching right now. We have a popular YouTube premium teaching channel where I give you 8 extra selections every single day the night before. You get it 12 hours before everybody else, and you get my favorite selection of the day from that video. And I think yesterday I couldn't do a video, so I gave you a free daily prop on De'Aaron Fox to bust out because Mike Brown got fired. And of course, he scored 29 points, which was a free selection for you. Nice premium winner. Today's YouTube premium show is going to come out around 1:30. It's a live show, and it'll have 8 selections. It'll have my favorite selection on there as well. So jump on YouTube premium, man. You get 240 selections all for just $20 a month. You get the research 12 hours before everybody else. You get a written summary at the end as well. It's a recorded podcast, so you can re-listen at any time. YouTube Premium is awesome. Free $60 worth of premium selections. If you are interested and new to the channel, check the comment section below, and you'll find the link to that. If you want even more content, be sure to check my Twitter. It has the latest updates, our hot takes on sports, and our most recent videos are posted there. All right, so what do I need to tell you? Well, we have a 7-unit NFL selection today, which goes off at 1 o'clock. By the time you get this video, it would have already been passed. But very excited about that 7-unit selection. We did win with 6-unit Miami of Ohio, destroying Colorado State, as we predicted. Nice 6-unit winner there. We are 3-1 with bowls this year. We also won with 7-unit Ohio State, and we've won 5 straight winning weeks now in football. So we have a 7-unit selection today. We also have a 4-unit selection on Monday and a 4-unit selection on Tuesday. So pretty good stuff. We have a great shot at a 4-in-1 week. Fingers crossed. So join us. I hope you join us for the NBA as well. We have a nice selection today. This evening, college basketball, another winner yesterday on the Loyola Marymount Under. 3 straight winners in college basketball for plus 1,600. We're going to make it 4 straight winners today. Really like the selection today, which goes off this evening. So jump on that. That selection today is between, I'll tell you who it's between. Western Kentucky and Michigan. The NBA is between Memphis and Oklahoma City. We're on a 5-2 run in the NBA. We're on a 3-0 run in college basketball. We've won 5 straight winning weeks in football. NHL, we won with the Hurricanes yesterday. Nice selection between Buffalo and St. Louis today. Soccer, 3 p.m. selection today. And daily props. We're on a 3-0 run with daily props as well. 35-20, 60% for plus 5,100. We will run another special soon on day. If you want a daily prop season package, contact Doc Sports and tell them you saw this on the video, and tell them IC offered a special for the entire year for 700. The entire year is 9,000 if you bought it every day, but just tell them you saw this video and they'll give you a discount, and we'll run that discount until maybe around Thursday. All right, let's get to your free play winner today. Your free play winner today is, I can't back off my Falcons, man. I really like Atlanta plus the points here. You can find Atlanta, I think last time I saw it was around plus 4. You can find Atlanta plus the 3.5. Look, Michael Penix Jr., if I would have done this video earlier for you, it would have been nicer. You would have gotten him at plus 4, but we'll go with Atlanta plus the 3.5. Look, Michael Penix just got engaged. He's riding high. I follow my Falcons very closely. Atlanta's moving on from Kirk Cousins to save themselves, $10 million. Atlanta could easily be 11-5. Okay, Atlanta, this is a fantastic public fade. Atlanta, if they had Penix, they probably should have won the Minnesota game, to be honest with you. Minnesota dropped 21 on them in the fourth quarter. But even if you bypass that game, they should have won the Chargers game where they lost 13-17 if that Penix and his movability. They should have won the Saints game when they lost 17-20. They should have won. Yeah, that's at least 2 games right there that they should have won, and they should be around at least 10-5. This is a much better team. I mean, obviously their skill position. Remember, Atlanta beat Tampa Bay twice too. Their skill positions are phenomenal. I understand Washington comes off a wonderful win against Philadelphia, 36-33, but they had just lost to Philadelphia 4 games prior, so they had revenge. And tell me, why is Washington not a more heavier favorite, right? Why are they not a bigger favorite here, coming off 3 straight wins against Tennessee, New Orleans, and Philadelphia? It's because Atlanta needs this game in a bad way, because the Bucs are about to play the Panthers at 1 o'clock, and the Bucs are probably going to win. So that leaves Atlanta, in a head-to-head race, and they need to win this game. Penix, the reason why Atlanta moved on from Kirk and had the Giants is to give him a game where he get his feet wet before the game that really matters, and the harder game, which is on the road at Washington. One can even argue that Penix was the most pro-ready quarterback that came out of the draft. He had played for Washington, other schools. I really like Atlanta plus the 3.5. I think they have a shot at winning this game outright. I'm going to take the points here because I think Atlanta comes together. And yeah, they spent a lot of money on Kirk, blah, 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 but it is worth pittance. It is worth nothing, and the greatest value if Atlanta finds themselves in the playoffs with Penix, then that money was worth it. And maybe Atlanta has an outside shot of doing exceptionally well because their skill positions are so good. Give me the Atlanta Falcons today plus the 3.5. All right, your other leans today. You only wanted 5, so I'm going to give you 5. I do like the Green Bay Packers today. They do have revenge against Minnesota. That is a game that they probably should have won at home. Now they get to go on the road and face Minnesota. I like the fact that Minnesota comes off of 8 straight wins, and yet they're only a +1 or -1 favorite. And Minnesota really shouldn't have beaten Seattle last week, but they did. I know Green Bay comes off a nice win against New Orleans, but I want you to remember that Green Bay went into Seattle and beat them 30-13, whereas Minnesota barely beat Seattle. Okay. So Green Bay got down early and big when they faced Minnesota last time. It was 31-29, but Green Bay needed a 22-3 fourth quarter just to make it 31-29. They were down 28-7.5. No way that happens here. Green Bay comes out pissed and focused, and give me the Packers as your lean. All right, moving on here. Let's go to some college basketball. I like Texas Arlington today. I think Texas Arlington is in a really nice spot. You can find a pretty good value on them. Texas Arlington, the line on Arlington, let's see here. I think there was, let's see, Texas Arlington. Yeah, they're +6.5 against Texas State. Everybody jumping on Texas State, and Texas Arlington's lost in the last couple of times. But, they're coached by KT Turner here, who was a 20-win team last year. They only had 11 wins 2 years ago, and KT Turner turned them into a 20-win team. They're 6-7 this year, but they come off a tough loss against Liberty. But they only lost to Arkansas State by 4 points, who's a top 100 team. They only lost to USC by 4 points, who's a top 90 team. And, this is still a top 125 offense, top 90 in offensive rebounding. You're getting a lot of points in a kind of an in-state rivalry. I know Texas State is 8-4 and good for them. But Texas State also lost to Abilene Christian, who's outside the top 230, and they're outside the top 300 in turnover. So I like the points here. Give me Texas Arlington plus the 6.5. Weber State versus Oregon. I like Weber State here. Of course I do. Oregon's obviously a heavy favorite, but I like Weber State plus the 21. What's not like about Weber State, man? Weber State is located in Utah, right? So it's kind of a regional battle. They're going to get not a regional battle, but it's a regional thing where these kids idolize maybe wanting to go to Oregon. Now they're going to get a chance to play against Oregon. Eric Duff's team won 20 games last year, won 18 games the year before. Weber State's got a pretty good program. He's got about 4 good upperclassmen seniors. This is a team that lost the top 7 to UC Irvine by just 6. They've already played Nevada, and they got routed by Oregon State. I know. They lost to Utah Valley. But it's a team that's top 115 in turnovers. It's a senior-laden team. And here's the thing about Oregon. Oregon has Illinois on deck. Oregon's not blowing out teams, I wouldn't say. Like, they faced Portland and beat them by 10 points in overtime. Portland's outside the top 300. So I think there's some value here on Weber State to possibly hang tough today. All right, and finally, between Brooklyn and Orlando in the NBA, I like the Magic here today. I think the Magic are desperate for a big win, and I know Brooklyn is a pretty heavy-sized dog. Orlando beat them 100-92 last time and has won the 5 in a row. Brooklyn comes off an 87-96 loss to the Spurs, but had beaten the Bucks before that. But here's the thing about the Magic. The Magic lost 85-108 in their last game. They lost 88-89 against Miami. They typically don't lose 3 in a row. They did lose 3 in a row on the December 10th, 15th, and 19th, but they typically don't lose 3 in a row, and they typically don't lose 85-108, and that too at home. They were actually in that game against New York. They were only down, or they actually were tied at the half before they got clobbered, 32-17 in the fourth quarter. They only scored 85 points in their last game. I think they'll play much better today, and I think they'll avoid losing 4 straight. So that's what I have for you. So your free play today, a recap, is on the Atlanta Falcons plus the 3.5. I gave you a lean on Green Bay. I gave you a lean on the Orlando Magic. I gave you a lean on Texas Arlington plus the points, 6.5. And I gave you a lean on Weber State plus the points, 21. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please take a moment to like and subscribe and join us for all the premium selections. Indian Cowboy, working hard for you every single day. Take care. Bye-bye.